Now to the simmering dispute over the Indigenous lobster fishery in Nova Scotia. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau called for calm today. The Indigenous Services Minister has said he fears people may die if tensions keep escalating. But there is no solution on the horizon. And as Ross Lord reports, there remains a sinister undercurrent to the dispute.
Once again, First Nations lobster fishers have been stymied. Their buoys and trap lines sabotaged.
Trap lines are being cut as we speak, and the commercial fishermen are preventing our people from exercising their right to a moderate livelihood.
Chief Mike Sack of Sabaganagity says the Department of Fisheries and Oceans is not protecting Indigenous fishing boats, a problem he outlined in a letter to the Prime Minister. Here's the reply.
We're calling for an end to the violence and the harassment that's happening. We need to make sure that our security officials, our police are there to make sure everyone is protected as well. I understand the concerns and the conflict going on right now, but we need to find a solution.
The chief says most Sabaganagity harvesters came in off the water Friday to avoid trouble, a move some are reluctant to make.
Yeah, it's not right that we have to avoid them. You know, they're the ones doing the criminal acts. They torched my van just the other day.
Emotions are spilling over on both sides.
With Canada pegging us as racist terrorists, it's the hardest on us.
Cindy Como fishes with her husband, Joel. He resigned from the Maritime Fishermen's Union executive. On top of current tensions, he blames harassment and threats against his family from non-Indigenous people who he says profit from a separate black market fishery. The fishery, he says, is much larger than the one sanctioned by Sabaganagity.
We've been followed around. We've had people in our driveway, verbal attacks.
Indigenous fishers say they're facing other forms of resistance, unable to buy bait locally for their lobster traps or have work done on their boats.
They're telling them, you know, if you help the natives, we're not supporting you, we're boycotting you.
With no change in position on either side and ongoing threats and violence, the search for a common understanding remains elusive. Ross Lord, Global News, Saulnieville, Nova Scotia.